We know it's here.
Yeah, literally at the urgent care in town, they'll be like, "Oh, hey, Whitney." I'm like,
Yeah, I'm back.
Yep, we're back. I'm getting a break from the allergies right now. I think it was the warm and windy that got me, the cedar fever stuff last week. We also had a couple of viruses over the past few weeks, but that's what happens when you have kids. Right now, we're getting, I would call it a heavy drizzle across Bell County. It picked up as I was driving back to work this afternoon. Sort of just kind of gross outside is how I would describe it. It's been overcast with this drizzle off and on area wide throughout the day, really, since this morning. You could see normally if that wasn't ongoing and it was sunny right now. This is a brand new camera as of Thursday or Friday. I love it so much. I was looking out towards Scott and White, and usually you could see the hospital on that camera. Obviously visibility is down at the moment, humidity way up, and we never even topped 50 degrees this afternoon. 46 degrees here in Temple, surrounding areas, all of us in the 40s right now, and it even feels a little bit cooler than that because of this high humidity we've got in place. Visibility tracker shows potentially Bell County in some areas, right around a mile is the furthest that you could see in front of you. So down in some locations and in the overnight hours, nothing is going to change about this. Tomorrow morning's commute, it is likely to be a messy one. As for right now, just zoomed out, you could see state and area wide. There's some scattered showers, nothing severe, really not even thunderstorm activity. That is quite yet. That chance is going to ramp up late tonight into early tomorrow morning is when we'll start to see an increase of things on radar. But as you can see, really it's scattered here and there, and it is just a heavy drizzle in pockets for the time being. This will continue until we go to bed tonight. In the overnight hours, you can see it starts to be more and more green on this image here behind me. The short-term model shows, yep, there it is. You start to see the oranges, the reds. That's more of thunderstorm type of activity. Now, the severe threat is virtually non-existent, but we are going to have likely some accumulating rainfall. And unfortunately, of course, it is going to peak right near that morning commute. You can see it's going to be moving west to east. Could drop up to an inch or so of rainfall. Potentially in pockets, it could be higher. The further east and northeast that you are, the greater likelihood that you're going to see the higher rain totals as we head on into the next 48 hours or so. Noticing this timestamp here, by lunch, a lot of it has cleared I-35 and notating that temperatures start out in the 40s and only go up to the 50s once again. We've entered this cool weather pattern. We're going to have multiple fronts to deal with this week. So sort of going to do a roller coaster here and there every few days. Cold fronts will hit. The best chances for rain would be tomorrow morning all the way through Wednesday, basically at lunch. We will be done with this rain, and then there could be some over the weekend. I'll show you that longer term model here in a second, notating that if we start to see things like this here that I'm pointing to in the Brazos Valley overnight Tuesday into Wednesday morning, that's when we could have some more accumulating rainfall, that last round moving on through. It's looking like potentially there will be some blind spots, meaning some folks that don't get the heavy round of rain that second time as we head on into late Tuesday, early Wednesday. But for the most part, it will clear out by Wednesday afternoon. We'll start a warming trend, but like I said, we are going to have multiple fronts this week, so we will cool back down sometime over the weekend. Again, just to recap, we head on into the back half of the work week. You can see that we're going to have a drier period after Wednesday at noon. It will clear from west to east. Over the weekend, there's a slight chance of activity, so stick with us. This is still pretty far out for the time being. It's looking like potentially a couple of pockets of areas that receive 2+ inches of rain. Again, the further east towards East Texas that you are, the greater likelihood you're going to see those higher rain totals. So if you like the cooler weather, you'll be happy this week. If you like the warmer weather, you'll be happy for a couple of days. A little bit of something for everyone. We see this often as we approach spring. Don't forget, you can get this 7-day for free by downloading 6 Plus.